I did. I saw. What's going on?
Did you talk to Odell this morning on the phone? A bunch of players said that Jalen kind of threw the phone out there.
Yeah, great to be in contact with him. Obviously, have a lot of respect for who he is as a player. Been watching him do his thing for a long time. Got a chance to play with him in a Pro Bowl. Watch the way he worked, the way he went about his business. And have a lot of respect for him. So it's an opportunity for us as a team. It's an opportunity for him, to come in here and prove himself to us. Like what our room is about in the receiver room is pretty special. I know he'll fit right in, and just continue to get better, and hopefully it'll help us as a team.
After all these years, even only 29, but after the ACL, everything, like his ability at the catch point still really is striking. What does that give to your downfield passing attack?
Yeah, I think it's going to take time. It's going to take work for everybody to be on the same page. Him to learn what we're doing and how we go about our business, and us two working together and all that kind of stuff. But what he's able to do when the ball's in the air, he's proven it year after year, and he's outstanding when the ball's in the air, going up and making catches. He's really good after the catch as well when he can stay grounded and catch and run. He's obviously a very, very talented player. Excited about getting the opportunity to work with him and, what he can bring to our team.
When you say it takes time from your lens, obviously, how much is it, he's open versus his skill set and how does that work?
I can't tell you right now. I think it's going to be one of those things where we get on the field, we get some reps together and figure out, what comes, what becomes comfortable the quickest, and we go out there and do that, and then we continue to work on things that maybe need some time to work on it. So, this is in season. We got games to prepare for, people to go play, and games to try and win. He's a professional. He's done this a long time. I've got no doubt that he's going to come out here and work his tail off for us, and we're going to work together and try and get us going as quickly as we can. But that's something that we're just going to have to see when he gets in here. But I'm definitely excited about having the opportunity to work with a guy like that.
Have you envisioned having a wide receiver his magnitude now, in addition to already the prolific wide receiver core that's already here?
Yeah, I've played with a bunch of good ones in my career, and he's definitely he's up there. He's a talented guy. It's one of those things where everybody on our team carves out their role. They do a great job of figuring out what that role is going to be, and going out there and proving it, both on the practice field and in games, and getting those opportunities. I know he'll do the same. I'm just, there's a lot of time between now and that, and we just got to make sure that, we're on the same page, go out there and play ball.
Matthew, two questions. How's your ankle, and what's it like playing in an organization that will do, there's no limit on what they're going to do to go out and get more players?
Yeah, ankle's fine. Ankle feels good. Did everything I would normally do on a Wednesday practice today, so that was nice to get back out there and not have to sit around like I did last week. And as far as an organization goes, it's great. Didn't happen a whole lot of times when I was in Detroit. Either free agents wanting to come there or big trades happening. Probably on the the other end of the spectrum, probably a little bit more trading guys away, but. It's fun. I know as a player, the more talented players you can, accumulate, theoretically the better. So we're excited to have both Vaughn, Odell, a bunch of guys that we've, picked up through either free agency or the trade, and it's on us as players to wrap our arms around them, bring them in, show them how we do it, and bring them along as quickly as we can.
The Rams obviously weren't ever ruling it out, right? But to be a part of a player-driven push, sort of a late push to help, convince a player, talk to a player about the atmosphere, the environment. Was that kind of a fun experience for you? Robert said maybe not necessarily fun, but got the job done kind of a thing.
Yeah, I think certain guys on our team, know Odell probably a little bit better than others, and those guys have a great relationship with him, understand, what makes him tick and what he's all about. Probably a little bit better than some other people. So it was cool to pick their brain and see kind of what he's like, what he's about, and how interested he was in playing with us. So it was a fun thing to kind of be somewhat involved in, I guess.
Matthew, how big of a surprise was this to you after Vaughn last week?
Nothing really surprises me anymore, to tell you the truth. I know that this is an enticing city to play in. This is an enticing organization to come play for. We have a bunch of other great players on this team. AD, Jalen, Cooper, all those guys, great players. so it's exciting for other people to come in and play with those guys. So I'm just happy to be a part of it.
And Cooper was talking about the great culture that you guys have here as a team. As a leader, what's your message if you have any to Odell coming in, just based off of even where he's been in the past?
Yeah, I think we do things a certain way, and it's a fun time. We work our tail off. We have a bunch of fun. We got a bunch of great guys that are willing to do whatever it takes to try and win. I know, he's excited about getting the opportunity to come in and try and win. That's what he wants to do, and if that's what he wants to do, then shoot, that's what we're all about. So I got no problems. I'm excited about it, and just I don't know when he's supposed to get here or whatever, but he'll be out here. I'll be throwing it around to him at some point. So.
Sounds like the Niners.
This is new for you. The news, everything is exciting. But how much of attention does that defense have to give to all the receivers when Odell is on the field? How much could be change the dynamic?
Yeah, I mean, what he's done in the past, what he's been able to do in his career is it's well documented. He's a very talented player, a Pro Bowl receiver, and it's on me to get him the ball when he has the opportunities. Our guys to scheme him up and get chances for him. But I'm just excited that he's part of our team. And as far as what defenses do, I haven't played a whole lot of defense in my life, but I imagine the better, the more number of receivers we can get out on the field and run down the field, the scarier it's got to be.
Quick question on the Niners. After the game Sunday, you said you wanted to get to the film right away. Mm-hmm. When you look at the film of them, are they still as tough as you think up front from what you're seeing?
Yeah, I mean, they play extremely hard. They play very physical, fast, relentless. Their front seven really gets after it downhill, does a great job tackling the running back on the way to the quarterback. They really get off the football, get into the gaps, and try to penetrate and disrupt plays. And I think they've got playmakers on the back end. So it's a big challenge for us. I know I was with their defensive line coach in Detroit for a long time. I know what he's all about, and those guys play, like I remember the guys in Detroit playing. They play hard for him, and so it's a big challenge for us. San Fran's a really good football team. We'll have our work cut out for us.
And it doesn't sound like the ankle is a big issue right now, but I know last year you played through a lot of things. How often would you say, even as you continue to play, especially in the second half of the season, are you 100%?
How often am I 100%? Yeah. Not often, but I feel good. I really do feel good. Coming out of that game, I felt great running around here today. So much better than, even last Wednesday having to run around. So not getting the chance to. I love to practice. I love to be out here. I love to work with our guys, throw the ball around, be involved. There's nothing worse than staying on the sideline. So I love getting the opportunity. I felt great today.
Does a veteran just learn to play through those things?
Yeah, absolutely. So
Matthew, I know you've got a pretty good idea of who Odell is and what he brings, but any particular memories from the Pro Bowl experience that stick out as far as you getting to know him and playing with him or anything like that?
Yeah, he made some great plays in that game. Had him on a flag route that I told him if I touched my shoulder, he needed to run a pump, and he, basically shoot it through the safety. He was like, "Hey, you want me to go in front of him or behind him?" And I was like, "I don't care, just don't slow down." And ended up going behind him. I think it was Whitner at the time. Threw a ball up, and he made a great diving catch in that one. So yeah, I mean, in practice, it's not real serious practice, but he was still doing his stuff where he's making front-handed, one-handed catches and doing all that kind of stuff. It's impressive, what he can do when the ball's in the air. And then again, I think over the years you've seen what he's been able to do, catching a slant and just ripping through his zone and making some big plays too. So a lot of work between now and then, but I'm excited to add a player of his caliber.
All set.
Thanks.
Thank you.